Let's talk a little bit about some common hinges you're going to find on older cabinets. Some of the oldest hinges you're going to find, or some hinges you're going to find on older cabinets, are what they call these semi-concealed hinges. All right, so this hinge is only semi-concealed because this part of the hinge is going to be revealed on the front of the cabinet. The door is going to cover this, so it's going to look something. It's going to look something like this. They're typically used on a lipped door like this that I showed you, and however, they do also come with for an overlay door, that where the door sits on the the front of the cabinet face, which is actually what this one is, with just this flat. The lipped door is going to have one that has that contour right here to fit inside that lip. These cabinet doors typically sit on the face of the cabinet about a 1/4 inch overlay over the edge of the face frame all the way around. Okay, so this kind of cabinet hinge is spring loaded normally. You can still get these hinges in lots of different colors, but like I said, the main thing to watch for is whether you're getting a stepped door or an overlay door where the door sits fully outside the cabinet. Choose the color you want. Watch for spring loaded. These will not be soft close, but they also may not always line up the holes right here on the back side of your door. So you may want to just order one and see if it actually works, or two and try one door. The other type of hinges that you're going to find on older cabinets and on those stepped doors as well, the 3/8 inset doors, is what they call a Youngdale hinge or a knife hinge. Okay, so that's a hinge like this. They have a little spring right here which helps the door stay shut. When you close it, it snaps shut. Alright, so you can still get these hinges as well. You can check these out on the website youngdale.com. I'll put a link to that as well. The main thing to watch here is that these usually have a number stamped on them. Typically, I think they have a number 4 and a number 5, probably number 4 being some of the most common ones I've seen. So pay attention to that number, look for that stamped number. And these hinges also do come in a couple different colors. On the website on youngdale.com, you're going to see that they come in this same color that I have right here, like this. They also come in more of this color and a few other colors. So like this one right here has got a number 5 stamped on it. This one, actually I couldn't find a number on these, which is a little surprising. So maybe this is an older style, and I don't know. But typically they have a number stamped on them. So you can buy these. Just when you buy them, make sure you get the same number so that it fits. Now, those are some of the oldest hinges. They were called self-closing hinges because they snapped closed. Now, later in about the 70s, 80s, and into the 90s is when the European style concealed hinges started coming in. And so if you have a hinge that looks like this, this is considered a concealed hinge that sits in the back side of the face of the cabinet. This is an even more primitive one right here. This one has like no adjustments except for this slot right here. But this sits in the back side of the cabinet. This one's made by Grass. It says Grass in here. That's the brand. If you're going to replace this Grass hinge, a new hinge is going to fit. However, Grass has changed where these holes are. So when you put the new hinge on, these two mounting holes that go in the door are not going to fit. So let me show you. Right now, this door right here has 35mm holes for the European style, and it's got pre-drilled holes for screws. And if you put this on here, that'll slide right in there. It fits. But you see the hole is way out here, and the mounting hole is here. So what you simply got to do is just re-drill your holes into your door. You may need to fill the other holes or something like that, but typically you can make a new hinge work if you just re-drill the holes, fill the old holes, and then go from there. So this one, very simple design, but they didn't last real long. A lot of these, if you find them on kitchens now, they're worn out. They have little springs in here to help them self-close. The little later one, this is also a Grass, similar except that this one has an adjustment screw right in here. Maybe you've got this one. So this mounts to the face frame of the cabinet, and your adjustment screw here gives you some adjustment left to right. This is another one made by, I think made by Bloom. So very similar. It's got one adjustment screw here, and it's got the slot for up and down. So you've got up and down, left to right. The newer cabinet hinges you're going to find have another adjustment that's in and out, and I'll tell you why that's important. It wasn't until like in the 90s sometime where they began to incorporate the soft close right into the hinge. So this is now the new Bloom hinge right here, and it's got a little cylinder inside here that's the soft close mechanism. Bloom is, in my opinion, one of the best hinges around, and these soft close mechanisms, they last forever. They actually have a little button right in here. You can turn the soft close off and on. So for a very small cabinet door, having two hinges that are resisting the close is almost too much. So you're going to turn one hinge off. That'll allow you to adjust the soft close. All right, so those are some of the older cabinet hinges you're going to find, and you can replace most of those with this new soft close hinge by Bloom, Salici. Other brands, my favorite is Bloom. That's what I'm most familiar with. They've got a lot of different styles when it comes to overlays, and we're going to talk about overlays in another video so to help you pick the exact hinge that you need. So you're going to see there's lots of different kinds here. Like you see this hinge and this hinge. They're both the Bloom compact hinge, but when you look at the side here, you can see that the one pushes the door way off to the side on the face frame. That's a different overlay. We'll talk about that in another video.